Oh boy.
Well,
I
you sent
am
me on your
here.
worst behavior.
Yep.
Remember, you asked for it.
Well, this is our worst
You,
behavior. And look, stream monitor says I'm running. I don't know where I'm running to, but I am running.
and I forgot. I'm not subscribed to Jaime's channel because I'm too busy.
How dare you, good sir? How
Nah,
dare you?
I'm an idiot. Leave me alone. I have personal issues.
I'm sure you
Also,
do.
I have many issues.
And what are those issues?
I'd rather not say.
Oh boy.
It's my
So,
own
like,
private issues, and that's none of your damn business.
fair enough. I
And
mean, it
don't
can't
call
be.
me Shirley.
It can't be any worse than that time that someone I knew went to go skinny dip, go meet somebody skinny dip with someone, and his answer was, "Hey, you remember that time we went skinny dipping at the lake? You know, Shrinky Dink."
Oh,
Wow.
You're welcome.
Jaime, what is your channel's name? Because I forgot.
Uh,
Because I'm a horrible person.
I
Roulette
figured that.
Productions.
Oh yeah.
On the YouTube, and then I'm on Twitch here at. Let me type it into this not so secret Discord conversation that we may or may not be plotting to take over the world with.
Mm.
So yeah, if Uruguay is suddenly taken over, we're not sorry.
Yes, we are never sorry for our evil schemes.
Nope, not at all. So hello everyone. It's an impromptu Jaime and Rabbit show, or Rabbit and Jaime show. See,
Hooray!
With our special buddy Nightwolf.
Hooray!
Nightwolf,
Here I am on someone else's stream yet again.
because he's Nightwolf stars on his own stream and everyone else's stream. Why I don't know either.
I don't know why either. Why does that keep happening? I don't
Oh,
know.
I don't know. Could it be that you're trying to steal the spotlight?
Maybe they actually like your personality.
That too.
What personality?
Hey, that's my line.
Well, that's true. You're about as dry as toast. So.
Eh,
I like to think I'm more like cardboard. Toast has more personality than me.
yeah, toast.
You mad? All the time! Sorry.
So we're here because Tripmon was supposed to be with us. We were gonna play a Pokemon RPG. Well,
But
our Tripmon
he is no longer with us. He is no longer with us. Rest his soul.
Everyone
Yeah, let's just
watching.
pass him off as dead.
Everyone watching. Press F for night for Tripmon.
I was gonna say press F
F.
for me. Since you requested the F there.
Oh yeah. There's an F.
There's one! You get one! Everybody gets one. You know
Uh-huh.
what the hell? I'll share this on Twitter. Why not? Because I have nothing better to do with my free time today.
Free
F's
time.
in chat.
Free time. What's that?
That's a
I
good
don't.
question.
Free time doesn't exist. Not in my life.
Oh well.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it will. I kind of have free time on weekends, but I won't have free time to stream this week because I have to go do other things.
Called work.
Oh boy. Huh?
I Wolf. I just heard an anime girl sort of scream moan. Are you watching hentai over there?
No. You know
No.
when I'm
Night
doing.
Wolf.
Shut up. No.
Wolf, how does one shut up? Up is a vast expanse. Therefore, one cannot shut up.
Much
That
like
that that
much
that
like
pun is as old as your channel.
Yes, it is.
yes, much
In fact,
like
it's older.
Get new material.
much
I
like
will when you stop
also
laughing.
much like also how do you fuck off?
Well, she is hard to find.
Yeah, she kind of is hard. All right,
Oh God.
course human.
My
We're
good
going
Lord.
to hell in a handbasket.
Oh, I'm driving the
Why did
bus,
I agree
kids.
to this? Why?
We'll
I
blame.
agree.
We'll blame Trip. We'll blame Trip. All right. Good.
Okay.
Okay.
Seems fair. I'll blame Trip for this. It's all your fault, Trip.
It's your
I
fault,
blame you.
Trip.
So, now that we're all here and that what we're all admitting our alcohol problem,
Wait.
What alcohol problem? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm as sober as I can be. I'm just tired.
that's true.
Well, we all do have our own alcohol problems. Mine is that it'll kill me.
Ouch.
You think I'm joking?
Please
that is his.
don't drink yourself to death. Please don't do that.
And it only requires one beer.
Yep.
Oh dear gosh. Oh wait, it's one of those conditions where you basically can't drink alcohol.
He can't.
Yep.
So
Found that out the hard way when I tried making some honey pickled peaches, and I didn't get it sealed all the way in the jar, so it fermented. And when I went to go take a bite of the peach, it was, well, as I said, it was fermented, had alcohol in it. Took a bite, swallowed it, went, huh, that tastes a little funny. About 10 minutes later, I'm waking up in the hospital.
Oh god.
you're like, Mommy, what happened?
No, it was more like, have you all seen that one movie with Chris Rock? I can't remember what it's called, but it's sort of like that thing of, I have a bird. His name is Rodney. Tell Rodney, you just got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. Well, I choose not to drink by my own initiative.
Mm.
Mainly because I tried out. My dad had me try alcohol when I was very young.
It tastes bad, don't it?
It tasted horrible and never again.
Yep.
It was, I think it was white wine or something,
Mm.
which really isn't that hard of an alcohol. But after tasting it, I was like, you know what? I don't want to taste alcohol ever again. I don't think that was his plan and intention. It was like he was having to drink it after he was diagnosed with, cancer and whatnot, because he couldn't drink his other alcohol
Yeah.
that he preferred to drink. It's like, yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. It tastes like shit.
Oh yes.
He was pretty much like, yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
Okay, also, quick question for both of you. Oh, wait, no, Jaime, you first. You first.
No, I was gonna say, this entire thing. I was gonna tell you guys that Blair has that people have made progress in the comic book. So there it is. There we go.
I saw some of them.
doxed.
I saw some of those panels that you shared with me. They're looking really good.
Yes, they are. The Nerd Wonder is a talent.
Aye, that she be.
She is a lovely talent too. Those that have seen her.
What are we looking for? Because I can't see Jack and
No,
shit.
no. I haven't put them in there. I've shown Rabbit some sketches from the soon-to-be released comic.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yes. Except
So
I'm
Nerd
not.
Wonder is working on it.
Nerd Wonder and Quill Snev is working on it. We have a good script. Rabbit has seen the script and he's like, "You guys are crazy."
Yeah, but in a good way.
In the best possible way.
Oh yes, we're all insane.
Good.
Yes.
In the membrane.
Insane in the brain? Oh yeah.
So.
Oh, but yes, I have a question for the both of you.
Sure. Shoot.
I still need to redeem one of my vouchers after having redeemed my voucher for Mario Maker 2. Should I go Splatoon 2 or a second copy of Breath of the Wild?
Wait, are you doing this for
Switch?
Hey, you can't have too much Zelda, but I have heard Splatoon 2 is a pretty good one. Anyone that's watching that's not us that actually has an opinion, put it forth. What should Rabbit do?
That's a good question.
Yeah, because those are two good games.
Yeah, I mean, I own Breath of the Wild on the Wii U already, and I've beaten it. It is by far my favorite Zelda. My second favorite now is still Twilight Princess, though.
Yep. I still have not had a chance to play it, and that makes me sad.
One day I should lend you my copy.
Nah, that won't be necessary.
Okay.
I am planning on buying a Nintendo Switch very, very soon. Relatively soon. Not super soon, but probably by July, at some point.
Fair enough.
Can you guess why?
Because you want to smash.
No.
And Fire Emblem.
There you go. Now you're getting it.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I actually pre-ordered the special edition of Fire Emblem Three Houses because I was not passing on that.
I would want to do that, but I don't want to spend that much money.
Does
$100 is a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
And to be, well, I don't know. If I had the money, I would, but I have to buy the system first. I don't even own that yet, so.
Oh,
true.
Part of my paycheck now has to be dedicated to saving for the Switch and the game, and then maybe we'll see what happens after that.
Okay, but yeah, I did get Jaime. Out of the two, which one did you say most, Splatoon or Zelda?
Do Zelda. I mean, it might be better on the.
True. And Wolf, what was your vote?
I'll be the contrarian and go and get Splatoon 2.
You're all just gonna make me get a coin to flip it, aren't you?
Well, I mean, yeah, you could get Breath of the Wild. I mean, hell not. But if you've already beaten it, why would you want to do it again?
Because the game is glorious.
I guess that's a fair point.
That is a fair point, yeah.
Well, I thought I could flip this, but this coin is double-headed, son of a bitch. Alright, let's see here.
No, wait, wrong way. Don't mind me. I'm just farming here.
Alright.
Just farming.
Heads, I'll get Zelda. Tails, I'll get Splatoon.
Sounds good.
And it is off the table, and let me find it.
Whoops.
Okay, I'm going to do this 3 times, so let's see what it land on. That's 1 heads, 1 tails, on the last flip. 2 tails. Looks like it's Splatoon.
Yay! I win! Kind of.
I mean, in the end, I'll probably end up buying Zelda again someday anyhow, just because I love that game so much.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair, I guess.
I never got to play the DLC either.
Fair point.
Yes.
Okay. What are we doing here? What on earth are we doing here? What is the world coming to and all that jazz? I don't know.
Well,
it's gone to hell in a handbasket. That's where it went.
Oh, yeah, well, what else is new?
Just act like that one meme where there's a fire behind you. It's like everything's fine. There's no panic. There's no worry. All is right with the world. Ignore the man behind the curtain.
Don't we always?
Don't we wish we could feel that way?
That's really simple. You just turn off Twitter and you don't pay attention to it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Twitter is the source of most of the world's problems, so.
It kind of is.
The most wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Not named Washington, D.C. Oh, and Robin is on. Doomsday Clock was pretty good. Yeah, I haven't read it yet. I keep hearing it's good.
Doomsday Clock?
Yeah.
And good? Interesting.
Yeah.
I tell you.
Yes, I haven't read many comics in quite an age. Quite an age indeed. But I'm glad a lot of people are being able to get some fun out of it.
Oh, yeah. I tell them, I go, I keep hearing the comic's good, but the delays are killer.
Yeah, and that killed any momentum that the book actually had. So, that's not a good sign. Considering that its sales keep on, its sales dropped, didn't they? Pretty badly due to the delays.
Yeah. Although if we had Quill anywhere near here, he'd be like, "Ah!"
Isn't that about anything though?
I know, but
Probably. I there
Don't
are
get-
many people out there who will just scream at anything. So
Yeah, I should probably state here too that don't get me. Well, he's a good guy. He just needs to chill.
yeah, not
gee,
which
just
I
take a
love.
breather, man.
We love the guy, but yes. So so while we're here, lamenting over the possible death of Tripmon.
Oh.
Oh, did he meet the yonder lady?
Oh, he might have.
Oh God.
He might have. The yandere lady is scary.
Yeah, and the fact that there's a GoFundMe to try to get her bail. Okay,
Yes.
I know that I'm probably gonna be one of the first people on the internet to say this, because a lot of people like to stay quiet. But all these people talk about how cute she is and how they want her to stab them and stuff like that, all because of what she is. The fuck's wrong with you?
They want to stick their dick in crazy? Apparently.
It's a thing. They can have their fantasy in books and stuff like that, but when an innocent person gets stabbed, you sober the fuck up.
Yeah, no kidding. You'd think at that point that would be a reality check. It's like, oh yeah, yanderes aren't exactly a good thing.
Yeah.
In reality, they're actually bad. Imagine if they were real. Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh,
Comes from two
no.
words. Comes from two words. Dere dere, meaning love struck or lovey dovey, and yandaru, which means bitches be crazy.
Yeah.
Is that the direct translation?
Pretty much.
I can believe it.
I mean, yandaru technically means sickly, but I like saying this bitches be crazy a bit more.
Yeah.
That does sound a little bit more appropriate.
Let me see if I can find yandere girl. Or, what is her name?
I don't even know her name. I just know her as Psycho Bitch.
We just know her as the person that made the internet want to save a yandere. A real life one this time.
So
It's like, good lord.
I am glad that most of the people out there do have a level head and are going, this is fucked up, you know? I'm glad that most people out there have a level head.
Thank goodness.
And who?
There is sanity in the world.
Yes, there is.
Oh.
Sorry, I read Tellium's comments. What if Dr. Manhattan is a metaphor for Dan Didio inappropriately touching the DC universe? That is perfect.
That is good.
That was a perfect line. Thank you, Tellium. I needed a good laugh.
I'm rating it. That's 10 out of 10.
Seriously, copy that. Save it. Tellium, use it as a title for a video. It's perfect.
It is. It really
I don't
is.
want to take credit for it, so
Anyone who uses that, Robin already has his donut steal. Donut steal because he needs his money. Every bit of money he can get.
I mean, donuts are sort of hard not to steal. They're just so tasty.
I know it is. Alright, I don't know what's going on with the restream chat, so I'm just gonna get that. We do this.
That's not a good omen.
what happened?
Apparently, Sonic Team Racing has already dropped down to $32 on Switch for Prime.
Uh-oh.
I mean, the game is supposedly good, but I can understand why it'd go down in price on the Switch because the Switch has analog buttons instead of membrane, meaning that once you push down on acceleration, it's just straight acceleration. You don't get to slowly determine with a throttle, you know?
Oh. I see.
There we go. A little readjusting.
Hey!
There we go.
That's her name?
Live readjustment on OBS, guys.
Woohoo!
Quality content.
This is the most exciting we're gonna get tonight. Because my chat,
until we have Jaime take off his pants to do the stripper dance, but that's only you pay $10 to Patreon.
Hold on, Patreon. Oh, and Robin does have a pretty good question. What did you think of Sekiro? How did you go with it?
Oh, yes. It was good.
But
It
but
was so good.
but it spit him up and it ate him and spit him out.
Yes, yes, it did because it's it's essentially a Tenchu game mixed with the boss fights from Ninja Gaiden. That's really what it is.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So you want to try to go ahead and stealth your way through the normal stages, but at the same time, you probably should practice the combat against the enemies there so you're ready when the bosses come down and lay the hurt on you. But the world is just so good. It's interconnected. You can quite literally, without glitching anything, speed run and beat the game in less than 2 hours.
Wow.
Just
That's
there's so much
impressive.
freedom. Yeah.
Impressive, impressive.
Mm.
It
And one
is.
thing I've been trying to get to work for though here lately is yeah, there is a mod for it that I want to play, which normally I'm not one for modding games. Unless it's just cosmetic. That is what this is. The mod lets you reskin Sekiro as Rikimaru from Tenchu.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
I gotta get that working.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be. All right. All right. More live action. Da-da-da.
Live action editing at its finest, people. Type in the chat.
Editing.
All right. As I'm sure everyone is like, all right, what the heck is Yandere Girl?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I can tell you what Yandere Girl is. Nope.
there we go. From Mombot.
Yep. From Best Girl. From Ava.
Yeah.
Hello, Ava Unit 1. How are you doing today?
A 21-year-old girl was arrested for stabbing her male friend who she had an emotional obsession with. She liked him so much that she wanted to kill him and then kill herself. The man survived and she was arrested. And in fact, there she is, smiling in the police cars. They're taking her away.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yep, she's a real life Yandere. Congrats to the unlucky stabbing victim, I guess. Ouch.
Yeah, congrats. That's the right word. Yes.
You're
I'm sorry, I went really dark with that.
that's. I don't think you could say anything else about that one.
Yeah.
Except for nope.
Exactly.
Pass.
Nope.
This is a strong pass.
Agreed.
Hi.
Agreed, my friends.
Hi, I will love you forever and ever. And what is that behind your back? That's not a knife.
Yeah, here's the thing. After her being out there, there was actually a band that's very popular with the ladies in Japan because it's sort of this, hard punk rock type stuff where they, do sort of the blood going down across the mouth type thing, stuff like that. And yeah, one of them got a letter from a fan that was just an envelope, was just a notebook that said, and I quote, "I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you," repeating through over 180 pages, and the last 2 pages were the same words but written in blood, and the last thing was, "I love you so much I could kill you."
And here we go.
Yep. Oh, their Yandere girlfriend. Holy shit. I effing hate the weeb bros.
Sick of this shit.
Yeah, it's just, and the worst part is that a lot of people who, again, are part of the, I guess we'd say, weeb community, because anime fans, more than 50% of them are going, "This is all screwed up." It's only about 10 to 15% that are doing this "oh, she's so hot" thing, and are just thinking, guys and gals, the fuck. Get help.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's just
Excuse me.
Oh boy.
Yeah, to quote Michael Jordan, stop it.
Get
some
help.
Yeah, no freaking kidding. That's the actual moment when you realize, huh, I should probably seek help.
I mean, in the end, it's technically Darwinism at work, but I'd rather not see Darwinism have to happen to anybody.
Preferably, yes. Oh
Oh
gosh, yes.
God, did they make?
Yeah,
Yes.
they made her. They
Oh my
Gajinka the
God.
shit out of her. Of course, that's not
Oh
surprising because the
God.
internet will do that with anybody,
Yes.
or with anything for that matter.
Oh God damn it. Jaime, that little rabbit you have in the bottom right hand,
Yes. Yes.
accurate representation of my feelings right now.
Yes. The
Talented artist, terrible decision.
yes.
Yeah.
That's how you kind of. That's just life in general, where it's like that artist is great. They're just making some
You know,
bad decisions.
this is where I say the internet was a mistake.
I thought the internet was for porn.
It is, but it's turned into a mistake.
It is a mistake.
I don't know. I feel like a diversity in comics. That this was a bad idea. Meme is appropriate here.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
He's
Hey,
like, yeah, that was a bad idea.
yeah. If I had the Richard C. Meyer picture, yeah, it was a bad idea.
Oh, I don't know. I like diversity in comics for the memes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
At least for the memes. I don't watch his videos very much, but at least he has given me quality memes.
True, true.
All right.
Oh, but you know what? We should probably get onto a happier topic for a little bit. Just because psycho bitch be psycho bitchy.
Yes, I'm looking for Sekiro memes.
Oh,
Well, we all know the easy one that's out. Sekiro needs an easy mode.
oh.
Those people, it's the thing that they don't understand. It doesn't need an easy mode. They can wish for one, but just like we can wish for, friend exclusive multiplayer in Mario Maker 2 doesn't mean we get it. It's just a thing if we wish there could be one, but if not, that's the creator's choice. Let them make it.
In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and put this meme up because this relates to everything. Actually,
Hmm?
it does. It really does.
All right, I'll see what you're putting up there as soon as it shows up on the stream.
Yes.
In this magic screen of mine that is in front of me, it's almost like a window, but it's not attached to a wall. Yeah, I remember I applied to someone who said that, and then someone else said, "Why'd this become a meme?" I said, "Because people don't like admitting that cheating isn't really winning; it's just practice." And then people tried to tear me apart because of it. But it's
you
the thing. It's a thing though. It's the truth. It's not really beating the game. It's practicing the game if you're using cheats, which is fine. They can practice. Let them practice. Let them learn it.
Yep.
But don't claim that you beat it unless you actually beat it proper.
Indeed. You didn't grow. You didn't improve. You
And
didn't get
my
good,
God,
scrub.
and my God, that is a big fucking penguin.
Yes.
Yes. That is one massively huge penguin.
That's what she said.
Of course. Okay.
Game review.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, that reminds me. I need to get back to Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, but unlike Felix, you actually did complete it.
Well, I tried to. My save file corrupted, so I have to start everything over from the beginning. That's been my
Yeah.
main detractor. Because I hate starting from square one.
Okay, I just saw that meme. That was funny.
I mean, they're right. That is how they. That is how game reviewers are. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's sort of like here lately, I've actually been recording Cuphead because I did see that Twitter poll and everyone said record it.
And you're
So,
also a sadist.
well, thing is, it's a lot easier than everyone made it out to be. I mean, a lot easier. It's just pattern recognition. It's Contra, just straight up Contra.
I could say that. Yeah, yeah.
Then again, I'm also the idiot who played through Mega Man and Basis Mega, so I'm a little crazy.
There you go.
I don't know how I should feel about that.
This is what?
This is for you, Wolf.
Um, Cat Girl.
Yes.
How
Here's
is
my
this a
question:
reward?
is it a trap?
If I know what I'm
No.
doing, then yes, it is a trap.
Who knows what trap, but. Oh, well.
It's a trap. And also, wolves do not get along well with cats.
Oh, gee, that's. You know.
I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I first saw that, I misread wolf as woof.
Wolf.
Yes.
Yes. So, plenty of. Oh, God. This one is so cringy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
All right, cringe. Give me the cringe. I want it.
the cringe. Let us feel everyone's suffering.
It's not like I haven't already cringed earlier this week, so I'm
Uh,
due for a second one.
Jesus Christ, Miles. God damn.
What did he do?
What did he do?
Oh. Okay. If he when he uses the litter box, if he lets down a backdoor bomb, it smells for a second, but I can handle it. If he takes a piss, it smells a bit, but I can handle it. But when he toots the backdoor horn, I feel like I need to get out of the room. I feel like I need to get out of the room.
Hey, there you go. There you go. There's your cringe for the day, gentlemen.
Sahira?
Shapiro.
Oh.
Libtards die twice.
That is your daily. That is your cringe. It's like, who?
Yeah, who? That is definitely some cringe right there.
And
I don't know. The cringe that I saw earlier this was more funny.
oh, it was.
This is also.
Oh well. Got another good one. Hold on. Let me.
I'm gonna put something in the group chat here as well, which you can show online if you want. That this is something that my dad actually sent me that made me laugh pretty good.
Oh wait, hold on. I remember something that I saw.
Someone was pushing back Sekiro being hard for a software veteran. First time, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Is this your first time?
Yeah. I mean, and I won't even joke, Sekiro is probably the hardest From Software game I've played. But it feels so good. It feels so good. Matter of fact, it hurts so good.
Which
wait.
The one thing I do wonder though.
That particular meme reminds me of that one Goblin Slayer meme, where it was talking about the dark, how dark and dystopic it is, and it shows all the other animes that have been dark fantasies or very, very dark. And then it's all like, oh, I can't even remember. Wait, hold on. Maybe I can find it.
Hmm.
Goblin Slayer. I need the memes.
Oh,
Or the other meme. You get used to it.
Yeah, you do get used to it.
yeah.
Ooh. Sorry, I channeled my inner James there.
Oh, no, here it is. I found it.
Apparently, Ultimate Chicken Horse is on sale on Steam for $7.49.
Chickens.
Ah, crap.
Ultimate Chicken Horse.
All
Well,
right.
I'm going to Pinterest, apparently.
Oh no. They're going to Thoughtland. Oh wait, that's the second time I can't say it anymore.
Oh, darn it. Hold on. How many minutes did we last? 37 minutes. Woohoo.
What, did the stream die?
No.
No. I said the T word.
Oh.
Don't say the T word.
Which T word is that? I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, boy.
The one that normally follows "be gone."
Don't say it.
Okay.
Yeah, no joke, it can get you banned nowadays. If you say it 3 times within an hour, they can ban you on Twitch.
Jeez Louise.
Which is
Did
why...
I just put that in the...
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah. The Goblin Slayer meme. Goblin Slayer sets itself up as anime's darkest series.
Oh, I'm a dip. I just sent that to the wrong area.
And then it's like a common mistake for beginners. Yeah, it's
There
pretty
you go,
much
Jaime.
all.
There's the fun thing that you can share if you want to. I think you'll like it.
Minority Report.
I'm saving that for the personal archives. What are you talking about? Oh, I remember that movie too. That was an excellent movie, Minority Report.
Yeah, sure there were plot holes in it, but my God, it was so fun.
Yes. But yes, once I figure out everything as far as OBS goes without crashing my system and my internet, we will be doing some unique stuff that Rabbit and I just do on the side when we're not gaming and trying to figure out where the heck everything is in Zelda. Rabbit and I have picked up a new hobby that's related to my outside of streaming and outside of nerd hobbies, which is weightlifting. Except Rabbit and I are completely evil. We admit this to this day.
Yeah.
And so we end up watching all of the fails in the gym.
L5.
L5! L5! What's L5? That's the vertebrae that pudding head just broke whenever he did that deadlift wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was kind of just looking through Goblin Slayer meme, and I was like, oh, hello, this is fun. Apparently, I don't know, this must be from the Langresser account or something.
Probably.
I don't know if it is or not, but it shows, it's like, 10 years of waiting, Langresser is finally coming back with a hit. Obtain an SSR hero from the beginning.
Yeah.
And then underneath it has Goblin Slayer, and it's with the girls. Hey there, big boy. He's like, nah. And then shows the goblin. And he's like, what?
No!
No, I think it's more like, yes, that's what I want.
No,
Give me that.
But no, what I'm talking about though with the gym memes is that Rabbit admittedly has broken his spine.
Essentially, it's not so much my spine, but my lower back permanently damaged the tissue.
Yeah, but even with a 200-pound printer falling on Rabbit, he has still not messed himself up as bad as the average CrossFitter.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. I don't know.
I feel sorry for them.
No, trust me, Nightwolf. You have not seen what the average CrossFitter can do. Oh, okay, can't do. Like, all right, you know your Olympic lifts, right? Like, you know, the clean and jerk, the snatch. the,
Uh,
a
You said
squat,
snatch.
huh?
Oh, sorry. I'm 12. I laugh when you said snatch.
I usually do too. Anyhow, a 150-pound girl trying to do a 300-pound snatch. Do you see what could go wrong?
everything.
Mm-hmm.
And does.
Yep.
Also, there's one instance where a CrossFitter girl DDT'd herself.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, we're not sure how either. Hell,
We feel sorry for him though.
we feel sorry for them, but still, that was a dumb thing to do. Also,
Mm-hmm.
I think Robin watched it with us. If you're in the room, Robin, the guy who Kimura'd himself.
Oh, yeah. Don't remind me that one.
Yeah. I mean, at least he did a pretty cool Magikarp impersonation.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
screaming in pain, but he did a pretty cool Magikarp impersonation.
Yes, he did.
Hey, what's wrong with his arm? Everything.
Anything and everything. Perhaps. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna share Goblin Slayer memes for no reason in the Discord chat.
Oh, please do.
Yes, we can share them and enjoy them together.
I actually kind of had fun watching the series.
Yeah, yeah. I understand why some people think it's a little dark, but it's a thing of. I think it's to the fact that
It is kind of
when
grim
it comes
dark.
to yeah, it is grimdark, and we haven't had really any grimdark anime like this that stayed serious through most of the tone since Hellsing Ultimate.
Pretty much. And,
Yeah.
and
The
Hell's,
funny thing is like after the initial shock of the first episode, everything else seems a lot tamer by comparison.
Yeah.
and also Hellsing Ultimate was Hellsing Ultimate, where you could unironically play the German, or the Nazi theme throughout every instance of the opposing army,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
not ironic. Oh, and Wolf, Bakuman.
Yes.
Robin's asking if
about
you've
it?
caught up with Bakuman.
No, I have not caught up with Bakuman yet. I've been occupied with other things like work
Yes.
Okay. Whenever
and
someone
real life.
says when someone says I've been occupied with other things, does that mean that you've been occupied doing work, or does it mean that you're actually on the John and being occupied that way?
Occupado. No entry, please.
Please don't enter. By the way, do not go in there.
Do
And now I need
not
watch sure.
go in there. Woo! Yeah, I should probably get back to it once I remember what chapter I was on. I mean, I have the Shonen Jump app. I could pull up Bakuman at any given point.
Since we all are a bunch of nerds,
What is this? New series started apparently.
oh,
Oh, it's a rugby. It's a rugby manga. Okay. Called Beast Children. Interesting title choice. You know what? What the heck? I might read that later.
oh yeah.
I mean, if it's anything like Ice Shield 21, it might be fun.
Hey, he is
Yeah.
planning on getting the box set, which is nice.
The box set is expensive. I think.
Yes, but he can swing it. It's gonna be his
Yeah.
once a year swing though.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I've been reading the last. Well, aside from I was reading a bit of My Hero. Aside from that, I started reading the new manga from the creator of Naruto.
Oh, Boruto?
No, It's his new project called Samurai 8.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Called the Samurai 8: The Tale of Hachimaru,
Huh.
which is pretty. Nobody gives a shit about Boruto.
I know some people who do, but
I'm shocked, considering most people seem like they can't stand it from what it sounds like. I mean, I like the idea and concept of having a second gen but
But
clearly not everybody else was in favor of it.
fair enough. But I'm glad for the people who can enjoy it, though. You know.
Well, yeah,
Well,
that's
my only problem with Border 2 is they made him an unlikable little dick.
So
I
they
mean,
made him Sosuke.
No, they made him Naruto.
Oh.
They made him a brattier version of Naruto
Yeah, with
So a mixture of Sasuke and Naruto, then.
while trying
Sasuke
to
was
while trying to
just
nail
that edge
Sasuke's
boy.
daughter.
Sasuke to me is like I can hear Linkin Park in the background.
Crawling in my crawl.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I actually enjoy listening to Linkin Park on occasion, but still, when I see that, he's like that one person who, like, that's the only thing he listens to. And he's like, okay, Sasuke, I got you. I understand. You're an edgy boy and you're not happy. And your life sucks and you cut yourself to feel alive or something. I don't know.
Who
Is it me
knows?
or is the volume really low? I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know, Maranya. That
Yeah,
is
I
a good
see.
question.
It might be the YouTube volume itself. That slider does like to go down on its own sometimes.
Let me boost myself up.
I increased my volume. Hopefully that helps.
All right, there we
I've
go.
missed seeing Maranya. She hasn't been to any of my streams in a while.
Yes.
Hello, and today we are going to cook the chicken. First,
Wow.
we take the chicken and rub it down, essentially with butter. Watch as it
Jesus
glistens the breast, as it readies the supple meat for the oven. Now we will turn on the oven, heat it up, preheat to, let's say, 400 degrees. Oh, that's toasty. We will now put the supple chicken into the oven. Oh, watch as the meat sweats and causes the tasty thighs to glisten. Oh yes. This has been cooking with Jaime Moreno.
Jesus Christ. Wow. Just wow.
Rabbit,
Jeez.
if this whole YouTube and Twitch thing doesn't work out for you, I know a couple of studios that could hire you for voiceover.
Oh, okay then.
They're in the not so reputable part of LA, but
A job
Yeah.
is a job.
a job is a job. Is a gerb.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't be any worse than what my ex-girlfriend got as a job. She
Okay.
now and just owns it to a mic.
Yes.
Oh, brother. Yes, folks. Rabbit doesn't have any issues with his ex. No, not at all.
No, it's not like she stole my money and bailed on me when I had a cancer scare, and then took the career path that just makes me look bad for having dated her in the past. No.
Oh. sorry. I'm laughing at something else entirely unrelated to that. I saw this Goblin Slayer meme and I felt like it was an appropriate one to share with everybody.
Oh, I see it. Yes.
Well, now there's another one coming.
I don't want to go on an adventure. I want to slay more goblins.
Yeah. And a lot of dead.
Goblins are a public menace to society.
Oh Lord, is this a meme with J. Jonah Jameson in it?
Yes. It is. Did somebody say goblins?
Who is Restream bot? Because they're saying hi.
Oh, restream whenever someone crosses over from Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Hello.
I see a darkest dungeon. I see you alone, and a lot of dead goblins.
Jesus,
that's
there's a lot of dead
goblins.
goblins. I
Yeah,
see
that's
a
a
little. I see a little silhouette and almost scaramouche, scaramouche. What do you do if and they?
Sorry, that's right. There's probably a delay between mine and your. Whoops.
Ah well, we actually. No, we were actually in sync, so that's scary. Scaramouche, scaramouche. What do you do the fandango?
Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Yes, I can hit the high notes.
I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy.
From a poor family, spare him his life from this monstrosity.
Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah, no. Oh my god, and now...
I think we're staring at the wolf.
Oh, sorry, I'm just looking for goblins.
Oh my lord. Yeah, so are we still blaming Trip for this one, or have we all just lost our minds?
Yes.
Okay. So yes, let's go ahead and talk about our relevant projects, since everyone else is now weirded out.
Sure, why the hell not?
And yes, Bohemian Rhapsody was a great movie. I will say that.
I didn't get to see that.
You
I
should
probably
see
watch
it.
at some point.
You should see it on whichever stream service has it.
I'm not very big into documents, but every once in a while I might watch one.
Well, it's not so much of a documentary. It's you know, it is based on a true story.
Tap? It's sort of like that.
Except it makes sense.
Yeah.
Also,
I don't think I've ever watched Spinal Tap either, surprisingly enough.
You know,
there's a knob there. There's a knob there. It goes to 11. Turn it to 11.
I still find it great that whenever that movie Spinal Tap came out, everyone had that whole little thing in their brain went, "Oh no, Spinal Tap's a real band."
Yes and no, they're not.
They never existed.
Although the biggest gag that everyone should pick up though about Spinal Tap, Spinal Tap, the drummer always dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, the drummer always dies. We don't know how. We don't know why. He just dies.
Ouch! Ranya, ow! Ow, my feelings! Ow! Can't lost what he didn't have! Ow! Ow! I'm physically hurt! Oh, my feelings!
Would you like some Bordeaux's butt cream for that butt hurt?
Ouch!
He's hurt.
She's probably not entirely wrong.
Yeah, you did lose your marbles. Who knows? You might not have had them in the first place, but here it goes. But yeah,
I mean, here's the funny thing. It's like sometimes I feel like I'm the rational one, but to probably everybody else, I'm just the crazy nutcase. It's like, no, you're the crazy one. Are you sure about that?
I'm not really sure.
No, it's like with all the stuff that happens and goes on around, not only just my channel or just the videos I make, and will people see this as the ramblings of a madman or ramblings of someone who's at least mildly sane and knows what he's talking about?
And Wolf, don't worry. It's not that you're crazy. It's just that everyone else is normal.
Ouch again.
So
so cruel, so harsh.
all right, another good movie. I don't know if anyone has, either of you have seen it yet. Was I want to say, have you seen Rocket Man yet, or either of you seen the previews? Yes.
I've seen some of the previews, but
it's kind of eerie.
Oh, that Rocket Man. I thought you were meaning the other Rocket Man.
No. But yeah, Elton John.
Weird comedy.
Oh, weird comedy's great, but no, they did do a movie about Elton John in his young years with Taron Egerton doing the role of Elton John.
That movie does look really good.
Mm.
I did get to see it. It is kind of amazing, and we kind of thought that, yeah, a lot of people thought Elton John just went and did the singing for Taron, and he's like, nope, not involved in it.
Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, Taron was doing all the singing.
Well, props to him then.
Bravo.
Yeah, and on top of that, too, they do have a duet together on the
Nice.
soundtrack, yes.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Which the funniest thing about that is Elton John was having to write the soundtrack for two movies when they told him to do the soundtrack with, do that duet with Taron Egerton.
Hmm.
Because he was having to redo songs for the Lion King movie, the new one they're coming out with.
Oh,
So yeah, him and Bernie Taupin in Atlanta were rewriting the Lion King songs, and then they wrote the duet. Taron had to go down there. They sung the duet. Yeah, I did see the album on Apple Music, which is a pretty good album. I'll say that.
Cool.
The one song that convinced me, and I think Robin can tell you, is anyone worth their metal that actually calls himself an Elton John fan will have attempted to, whether sober or drunk, attempt to sing Saturday Night's All Right.
I think that's the one song I haven't heard of his yet.
Oh, you should hear it.
I'm not very privy to Elton John to begin with, so
Yeah, the only song I really know in and out is Rocket Man, and that's just because that's a good song. That's a damn good song.
Yeah, they've got. All right, let me find the soundtrack because I've got it.
Okay.
Don't judge me. All right.
Oh,
I
no,
know I'm
no
judging.
judgment here.
All right.
Good musician is a good musician.
All right. The songs on here is "The Bitch Is Back," "I Want Love," "Saturday Night's All Right," "Thank You for All of Your Loving," "The Border Song," "Rock and Roll Madonna," "Your Song," "Amarina," "Crocodile Rock," "Tiny Dancer," "Take Me to the Pilot," "Hercules," "Don't Go Breaking My Heart," "Honky Cat," "Pinball Wizard." Yes, he sung Pinball Wizard.
Nice.
Rocket Man, Benny and the Jets, Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, I'm Still Standing. And then the duet that he has with Taron Egerton is I'm Gonna Love Me Again.
Well, in that case, I have heard a couple of his songs, and I just didn't know they were his, because I know I've heard Crocodile Rock, because,
Yeah.
well...
Oh yeah, Benny and the Jets has a whole lot of misheard lyrics, as does Tiny Dancer and Rocket Man. Part of the Rocket Man gag was the lyrics are so misheard that William Shatner volunteered to sing Rocket Man. Yes.
Whoa, then.
I think. All right, someone else that's as old as I am can help me out with this one. But there was, I think, William Shatner had done a variety show type thing, and then he gets on there and he sings his rendition of Rocket Man.
Oh, no.
Dear God.
Yes.
I mean, props to him for doing it.
That man has no business singing.
I don't know, man. He's actually had some albums that sold really well, so you
Yeah.
can't really judge. He did well.
Hey,
Are we sure that they didn't just sell because his name was attached to it?
hey, Nimoy sung the song of Bilbo Baggins, so
Yeah.
Well, I could see him singing, and Kirk is a different
Just-
story together. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's all like Shatner singing.
well, tonight it's going to be a long, long time before
no.
touch. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Nimoy could. I could believe.
Nimoy
that
could sing. Oh yeah.
Shatner was just reading the lyrics.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, okay. Here's the thing. one of the most legendary country musicians is Willie Nelson. He's the same way. He doesn't sing, he talks. There's a difference.
Well, all right. There is an actual art form to Willie Nelson, believe it or not.
Yeah. Yeah. He has.
He does sing off tempo from the music intentionally.
Yeah. Yeah. His style is more like him talking than actually a song. Of course, granted, Johnny Cash did the same thing for many of his songs too. So.
Oh God. On the George Lopez show, he sung CeeLo Green's "Fuck You."
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no. No.
Oh Lord, it's next week's. If we do a show like this next week, are we gonna just pull out the William Shatner classics?
Maybe, but I can't even. Oh no, I don't know if I should talk about this because yeah, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because if I say anything that's even slightly mean, that might ruin some chances for my uncle because my uncle owns a publishing company
So yeah,
in
don't.
Kansas. Yeah. And he's publishing album that William Shatner and another. Well, he published an album that William Shatner and another country music artist worked on.
Yeah, I know, and I actually IRL have talked to Mr. Shatner. He pretty much knows he pretty much knows he does some laughable things.
Yeah. Just don't ask him about Star Trek. That's all I've learned.
Oh yeah,
ask him
don't.
about Star Trek.
I mean, if you do, make it humorous.
Yeah.
But no, yeah.
I know he gets tired of it.
But no, Marani is
Yeah.
right. He did try the George Burns style of singing, and yeah, that did go badly for him. Oh yeah, Denny Crane, Marania, Denny Crane.
You cheered when Kirk was killed in Generations? How dare you? No, I'm kidding. Out of all of the captains I've ever seen in Star Trek, he is the one where I'm like, that is not a captain. That is a horn dog with authority. That's all he is.
He's a Marine.
He's a Marine officer put into a captain's chair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Basically. He has no business being on the bridge. At all.
I mean, it makes sense as to why he's always on the ground fighting.
Yeah.
This is why I always prefer Picard.
Yeah, what people don't understand about Captain Kirk is he is always on the ground. He's pissed drunk trying to screw the green woman. How do you think that makes me feel when I'm down there in engineering with me bairns? I tell the captain that I'll get his ship repaired in 4 hours when I can actually get it repaired in 1 hour, but he's so drunk he's not paying attention.
Sounds like an accurate description of what Scotty had to deal with on a regular basis.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? I just reported all my shite to that green-blooded hobgoblin. What was his name? Oh yeah, Spock.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a pool man.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen that much of the original Star Trek. I've only seen a few snippets.
Oh,
Because-
I used to watch it when I was a kid. So.
Oh, when I was a kid, the one that I grew up on was actually The Next Generation. I
Yeah.
used to watch that on what used to be Nick at Night all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
and
that was the one that I grew attached with, but they also showed older Star Trek.
oh,
when
and
I was little, so.
and yeah, he was called Rekirk, Marania, but let's face it, it did help when he grew his beard out, because when he started out in that first season, oh dear God, Jonathan Frakes as a baby face, no, that doesn't work.
He needs the beard. Riker with beard
And
is A plus.
yes, yeah, Mr.
Without beard, no thanks.
Mr. Frakes, you need to shave your beard. You're wrong. Totally wrong. Made it up. Absolutely wrong.
Yeah, I just like that cast better too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the first one, from what I've seen in the first series, they had a cast that bounced off each other sort of okay.
Yeah.
They
But
bounce
next-
off each other pretty well. It's just that it's incredibly campy, and unless you are interested in camp, it's probably not going to be something you're interested in watching.
Fair enough. But it is always nice to have some campy stuff.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
Oh, God.
I enjoy watching it. It's one of those shows that I used to watch as a kid. I preferred Next Generation because I don't know. It felt more like this is actually how a ship would function and run.
Yeah. Yes.
And there was a lot of that in the first one, in the original too. The only problem was that
Yeah.
Kirk going around and banging every single woman seemed like wait, that does not seem like diplomatic relations. You are an exploratory ship trying to find new life and new civilizations. You're not trying to procreate with all of them.
Hey, he was finding
technically, he
new
was-
life and
it's-
civilizations.
He
Yeah,
was.
but the mandate for Star Command is not freaking procreating with it. That's not a mandate
We're not-
that
we're
I'm
not-
aware of.
We're not quite sure what the actual prime directive was. I think they kind of wrote it in pencil.
Wait, so Kirk could erase it and write whatever he wants?
Sometimes I think he did. Like,
Well, I don't think he ever followed command.
And let's face it, we all know that every captain had one quirk to them.
Well,
Picard,
yeah.
it was crashing the Enterprise.
and and tucking down his shirt too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tucking of the. Actually, no, everybody did that.
None of it. No, where he just specifically spaced out his shirt.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Actually, I think with Picard's character and whatnot, it's like when there were certainly times when he would when the scene was like dramatic and whatnot, and then overact, and it's like, okay, you're overacting at this point. You're trying too hard. That was his biggest that was probably his biggest quirk that everybody likes to point out, is how Patrick Stewart just hammed it up for the camera sometimes, some of the dramatic parts. He was trying to be more like I guess kind of like a thespian actor, and it just does not translate well on film.
And
He's trying way too hard.
and then what was Cisco's character Kirk? Oh yeah, he blew up shit.
Yeah, Cisco is a badass. That's what.
Cis
Probably one of the best commanding officers in Starfleet.
Cis
Yeah.
And remember, kids, I lied to a government. I caused an assassination. I collaborated with the Cardassian saboteur. But I can live with it. No, I will live with it.
Yeah,
And yeah,
I don't remember a lot of Deep Space Nine, but what I do remember is he's probably one of the commanding officers I've ever seen.
yeah.
He didn't take
Enterprise.
shit from anybody.
I did like Enterprise. I think Enterprise's problem was you knew that Braga and Brennan were running out of steam.
Yeah.
And
I enjoy watching Voyager, surprisingly enough. I
Yeah.
don't have a problem really with Voyager.
but as she did say, they kind of wasted the Ocampa.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, Enterprise was okay at best. It wasn't great, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Though they were running out of steam. And Voyager, I like the ideas, but the captain of that one, she committed so many war.
Well, she's not. I mean, is Starfleet really gonna hold her accountable for it?
They're supposed to, but no.
I mean, they didn't punish any of the other captains for war crimes.
I know. I'm just saying that was her go-to tactic: war crime.
War crimes.
Well, I mean, considering that she's out in the middle of nowhere, she has no support from Star Command. It really doesn't surprise me that she's gonna bend the rules and break them.
Yeah, fair enough. But she still committed more war crimes than Kira Yamato and Hiro.
True. But yeah, I will agree.
But
Bat-
Kira Yamato was doing it for peace.
all right, but yeah, all right. I will say Maranya does have a pretty good opinion. Babylon 5 was probably the top space station show.
I never got to see that
You,
actually.
you should. I mean, all right, for all the prattling that J. Michael Straczynski does today, and you see him on Twitter, which, by the way, word of advice for anyone that's like, gee, I wonder what this writer that I actually like acts like on Twitter. Don't.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
it's best you don't know.
It's best you just don't go on Twitter.
Avoid Twitter. It is no.
Yeah. You get on Twitter, and it's kind of like, Twitter's kind of like that dive bar you go into. You're desperate, you're hungover, you go into the dive bar, and you see half of the Hells Angels chapter of LA. Turn around. Just turn around. Forget it exists. I'm really not that thirsty, actually. I'm gonna go down the road. Where are you going, bud? Away.
Yeah, I mean, as strange as it's gonna sound, honestly, as crap as the site is, Facebook is actually better than Twitter at this point.
Ah, God.
And that
And-
is. Oh! I gotta talk about this. Since we're talking about Facebook, and we do talk about gym failures.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're gonna love this one, Nightwolf.
Oh, am I?
Yeah. The official CrossFit Facebook and Instagram was taken down because they were worried about Zuckerberg tapping into everyone's information. Seriously.
Interesting.
But yet, they DMCA the hell out of everyone that criticizes CrossFit or uses their clips to do it.
Yep.
So apparently they're all right with Alphabet Incorporated, with everyone's private information, but Zuckerberg? Oh no.
You gotta love them double standards.
They are wonderful, aren't they?
So yeah, that's the funniest thing that
Everywhere.
yeah, the CrossFit page is like, we're not gonna go back on Twitter because they banned this one diet site, which Facebook was like, no, not Twitter, Facebook. I'm sorry, and Facebook was like, we made a mistake, sorry.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one was the honest mistake route. They did admit it.
Yeah.
But they were like, no, Zuckerberg has too much power, too much information. It's like you're giving the shit to Sergey Brin in charge over at Alphabet. Those guys are violating your information worse than what Mark could do, even though Mark is equally as shit as Sergey.
Yeah. It's just the moral of the story, folks. Don't use the internet.
Also, CrossFit's
Use the
dumb.
internet. Also,
Yeah.
use the internet. Otherwise, we don't have viewers.
They were like, what about your viewers and your clicks? And no, run from the internet as far as you can.
Not
Mhm.
flee in terror. Let the universe howl in despair because the internet has returned with a vengeance.
But if you do want to hang around the internet, there are some channels you can just go to and relax. No. We're not telling you to go to our channels, even though you will have a good time when you go to them.
What the hell we aren't? Go to my channel, Rabbit Sensei Gaming, here on YouTube, man.
On
He's going
YouTube
to
and on
show
Twitch.
He's going to shill himself. I promise you that much.
I know.
I do Let's Plays and make fun of myself all the time.
Oh, yeah. But no, I do have some channels that, yes, go to Rabbit, go to Nightwolf. Nightwolf's on.
He's like, where is he on?
He's
No,
on
I know.
Pornhub.
Oh my god.
He probably is.
Except there.
He
No,
probably
don't have an account.
I don't know. At the rate that they're banning channels, you just might.
Yeah.
for some reason, I slip under the radar pretty much everything. So, because despite my sometimes on occasion controversial opinions, nobody seems to care.
True. Anyhow,
Even YouTube.
anyhow, Nightwolf _wolf_ plays on Twitch, and Nightwolf
Yes.
plays on YouTube.
Yes, you can go to both those places.
And you can also look for Nightwolf plays on Twitter and ask him, what are you doing on Twitter? And then he'll tell you, I don't know.
Ship posting.
Yes.
That seems to be my goal now. I plan on ship posting it someday, at least once a week.
Now here's the
Maybe
question.
more.
Here's the question. When we call it shit posting, are we saying the poster actually shit, or is it just post you post while you're taking a shit?
Now, this is a good question. Now, anyhow, some
I'm
channels,
perplexed now.
if you do feel kinda stressed out, I recommend these channels. They're music channels, so sue me. There is Vintage Room, there's Monster Cat, there's Relax Beat, Music Box, and Chill Hop Music. Also, Chill Hop Music doesn't quite have the numbers on Twitch, so go over to Chilled Cow on YouTube, and it's the same channel. Lo-fi, hip-hop radio, beats you can just sleep, chill, study. If you
Sounds
get
relaxing.
Exactly.
I
Yes.
need heavy metal though.
I'm still looking for that station.
Yeah. Call me retro, but I always end up going for classical tunes like Beethoven's Fifth, with Ode to Joy and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. Everyone should once in a while. The other one that
I don't want to know about organic downloads.
oh, don't worry.
Whoa.
Anyhow, also Ravenheart right now is trying to do a charity run for St. Jude, and he is playing Resident Evil Gaiden.
Oh,
Yep.
Interesting.
that game was unique.
It was.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. Sort of that weird in between.
And right now, Patrick Static, it's Patrck Static, is playing Sea of Thieves. I do not know.
I actually want to try Sea of Thieves out.
I do
at one
too.
point because
I mean,
I know a lot of people say it's a bad game, but I'm thinking it's sailing on the sea with your buddies. There's going to be a lot of nothing. You just have banter and have fun.
and also, I mean, look, I'm looking at this fishing pole, and I'm like, wow, that's kind of neat, actually. I mean, you can fish, you can just float around. It's like, what's wrong with a RPG with some fishing?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Played plenty of them that allowed me to fish.
Yep. And while we're there, we can preach the power of religion. We can tell them they can sing, they can dance, they can have lots of fun. Now put down that gun and let's hit on the nun.
That's good.
I mean,
I can't take credit for that. That's something I heard on the internet, but it got taken down a while ago.
What's actually kind of funny, I mean, the last time I remember a fishing mechanic in a video game that I played was Final Fantasy 15, and that was like about, 2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, all my party members have a weird quirk or hobby that they like to participate in that is never elaborated on or explained? Oh, Noctis just likes to fish. Okay, why does he like to fish? As in many points in that game, I always ask the question, why?
Why?
Well, why are Applejacks called Applejacks when they don't taste like apple?
That's also a good question.
The world may never know. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
42.
Possibly. I mean, the answer usually is 42, so yeah. And yes, I am watching Ravenheart's Resident Evil Gaiden, and yeah, I remember this was a Game Boy Color game.
Yeah.
apparently, it's one of the few Resident Evil games they decided to say, no, this isn't canon. Which is sort of sad because it's one of the few games where Barry was the star.
Oh yeah.
Teach a man to fish, and he'll win the video game.
Yes.
And it doesn't look to be an entirely bad game. It's just
It's not a bad game. It's just very limited, and the combat is wonky.
Yep.
I mean, you could say it's sort of similar to how Sweet Home was, which was it was a Capcom property as well, so that sort of makes sense. Actually, that's what why am I saying Castlevania? That's what Resident Evil Gaiden sort of looks like, doesn't it? Sweet Home.
yeah, it does.
On
It
NES.
does. Which one of these, Rabbit, whenever we do finally manage to get past Legend of Zelda, hey, you want to try that one?
Gaiden?
No, Sweet Home.
Sweet Home. Oh, yeah, that would be fun. I'll suck at it, but that would be fun.
Yes, the Sweet Home.
Yeah, do that at around October, maybe.
Oh yeah. That'd be an October game because I hate to say it, there is no other appropriate time.
Yeah.
And it is the game.
Go ahead.
Oh, it is a game based on a movie, if I remember.
Yes, it was. And I've seen that movie. The movie is just an okay movie. The game is actually far better in how they wrote the story because it explains a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
But the movie was a thing of Jesus fucking Christ.
Yes, where you see one of your friends getting their faces ripped off.
Sorta, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll say that.
I'll just put it this way. They don't make it this way in the game, but the poltergeist or the evil spirit that's involved in the movie melts people.
Uh-huh.
And, melted a guy to where he fell over next to a suit of armor that she melted, and then an axe went straight into his skull.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah. And this was 70s, 80s horror, so the horror galore, so...
Sounds like it.
It was a fun watch.
And this was Japanese horror.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, I got you a good one,
Not
too.
something I've seen very much of, but I've seen a little bit here and there.
Oh, well, that
I'm not much of a horror fan anyway, so...
Well, Japanese horror is that nice, soul-crushing horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could believe that.
I still say, though, while I like Japanese horror, I think my favorite horror films are still the Freddy movies. Just because the first three, they try to be scary. But after that, they say, okay, we can't really be scary with the same thing anymore. Let's just have fun with it.
Let's just go itchy, tasty, itchy, tasty.
I mean, the only slasher film I've actually remember watching, I think I remember watching two, was Freddy vs. Jason, and also Jason X. Those are the only ones I remember
so
watching.
sorry.
Yeah. You didn't watch good movies.
I didn't care for Jason X. Freddy vs. Jason, I got at least.
Yeah, Freddy's an amazing character. Just straight up.
I had fun with that, so.
I think you didn't.
Just remember, Rabbit, you forgot about the Power Glove. Ha 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 ha!
Yeah, I actually got to meet him at the Salt Lake Comic Con a few years back. He's a really...
Oh yeah, Robert Englund is one of the best.
Yeah. And surprisingly, no one was over at his booth. Thing of, wait, does no one remember who Freddy Krueger was? What the hell?
Probably. I don't know who he is.
We're gonna have to have a movie night then. Okay, but yeah, on top of that too, when he's playing the Power Glove and he's like, "Oh, would you look at that? I beat my high score." Yeah, Freddy does have a video game moment where he, excuse me, he sees this guy playing a video game, so he haunts him through his dream and puts him in his own video game.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes.
That sounds like a Freddy Krueger thing to do.
Yeah. And I'll say this now: one of Freddy's last lines in this movie, still my favorite thing of all time. Pretty much, he gets a stick of TNT shoved inside him. He just looks up at the camera and goes, "Kids."
I think I remember seeing that particular part.
Oh, it's Willie from V. Yeah, true, he was Willie in V. But
Yeah.
one thing me and Robert Englund actually talked about whenever he was at the, he was glad that someone remembered the fact that he played the devil in Married with Children.
Yes, he did.
Yep, that was one of his favorite roles.
He loved playing the devil, and then what was that movie we were talking about? Was it the one where he plays the Hold on. I'll have to look up his. It's been a while since I've seen his movies.
Yeah.
Which, excuse me. Let me see. Oh, and the hilarious thing. We almost had Robert Englund as Han Solo.
What?
He got barely edged out by Harrison Ford.
Wow.
Okay.
But he did
I
we
love
did-
Harrison Ford, but
Yeah.
I'm curious as to what Robert Englund as Han Solo would have been.
He did tell his roommate and close friend Mark Hamill to say, "Hey, go try out for Luke Skywalker."
Hmm.
So yeah, they're still friends to this day too. He and Robert Englund.
Oh, I can imagine. I mean, they're both good people.
They're friendly people.
2001 Maniacs.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about now. I don't remember everything about that movie, but I remember seeing a little bit of it.
Basically, Guts and Glory Jubilee in honor of the American Civil War, isolated from the outside world. Basically, they're separated and killed in gory fashion by the town's residents.
Hmm.
Basically, Pleasant Valley was a cemetery and memorial for 2001 Confederate villagers who were massacred by renegade Union troops. It says the town's residents will not rest until the crime is paid back. 2001 villagers were killed. 2001 Northerners must be killed. An eye for an eye.
Hmm. Yeah.
Basically, the Guts and Glory Jubilee is a quote-unquote barbecue.
Pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And yeah, everyone gets it, by the way. I'll spoil the ending because it's one of those Final Destination type endings. Basically, two of the students escape on their motorcycle and they're decapitated by barbed wire.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather just take the gunshot and then be eaten.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean-
Robert's been in some hilarious movies, too, like Strippers versus Werewolves.
That's funny.
Yeah. You know that he laughed when he got the script. He was like, I'm just doing this movie for the giggles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zombie Strippers. He was also in Zombie Strippers.
I did not know he was in that one. Probably because I tried to block that movie out of my memory with how bad it was.
Oh, it was bad.
I mean, still, the worst zombie movie I've ever seen is Zombie Honey.
Man, Zombie
Yeah.
Strippers was bad because it was the ultimate SJW horror. News montage set in the near future. George W. Bush elected to a fourth term. Congress disbanded. Public nudity is banned. The United States is in war with France, Iraq, Afghanistan, Iran, Pakistan, Syria, Venezuela, Canada, and Alaska. Okay. So yeah,
Yep, this thing of yeah.
head scratch. But yeah, basically, not enough soldiers to fight in the wars. Someone makes a zombie virus to reanimate dead Marines. Virus breaks containment. You get the idea.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, out of all the zombie movies out there that I've seen, well, of course, Night of the Living Dead is up there pretty high, though it's actually not my top zombie movie. Believe it or not, I actually like the remake of Dawn of the Dead a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
But my personal favorite zombie movie of all time, though, I know a lot of people say, "Wait, why?" But Zombieland. It was a good mixture of horror and comedy.
Yeah. I think I remember seeing parts of it. And it was funny.
Yeah. I mean, I understand people not liking the actors that are in it, but for me, it's sort of the same thing as what happened with Captain Marvel and Brie Larson. Just because I'm not a fan of the actor or actress doesn't mean I'm going to judge the movie based on that. I'm going to judge the movie based off of the script.
And if
Yeah.
it's bad, it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
For all intents and purposes, what it sounds like is mediocre garbage.
Oh yeah, it can be.
Yeah, the Captain Marvel movie just sort of exists. It's
It
not
exists.
really important at all.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah,
like,
that was kind of the funny thing.
yeah,
It's like
everyone that tries to
everybody in
go.
the-
Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody always says like, since all the MCU films are connected, you have to watch all of them. It's like,
No,
guess
you
what?
don't.
I skipped 2 of them. I skipped Captain Marvel and I skipped Ant-Man and the Wasp. Went into Avengers Endgame, nothing was lost.
Yep.
Yeah.
Except for, especially with Ant-Man, considering that he explains what the hell happened to him. So, it's like, so what you're telling me is that I made the right call and not watched Ant-Man and the Wasp?
I don't
No,
know.
I
It might have still been funny.
Well, I mean, it is Paul Rudd, and I did like the first Ant-Man, so I still kind of want to watch it. But
But yeah, that's
Captain
a lot of
Marvel,
hours out of your life to use. Yeah.
no, not that. I don't mind sitting down to watch a Marvel film that I skipped or missed, because I did that with Infinity War. I did that with Black Panther, because I didn't go and see them at the theaters. So
Yeah.
but I still watched them on DVD. So, or well, not DVD. I watched them on Netflix. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I just probably won't bother to watch Captain Marvel.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
But no,
I mean, really, don't worry about it.
It's so inconsequential, and from what it sounds like of the retcons that were attempted, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, no, thanks. I will pass.
no,
I
and
will
I'll be
hard pass.
I'll be honest. It's not a bad movie. It's just sort of a
meh.
movie.
Well, when your actress is about as entertaining as watching paint dry.
Oh, but anyhow, we were talking
yeah.
about Robert. By the way, I forgot he was on the Goldbergs.
Oh.
Yeah, he did show up on there, and he's like, "Hello, everyone. You miss me?"
Oh, we always miss Robert England.
And they asked him, it was like, yeah, he said in during the interview on Access Live, yeah, I might have one more in me.
Ooh.
Meaning Freddy coming back again?
Who
I hope
knows?
so.
Yep. I mean, I don't think anybody else could.
Jackie Earl Haley, I'm not gonna knock him. He did try. He was just
I
given a
didn't know
very
that.
poor script.
I didn't know that there was someone else who played as Freddy Krueger. So
Well, they tried to reboot it.
when did they do that? Because I can't remember. I remember the attempted reboot of Halloween.
It was that forgettable. Anyhow,
Wow.
Sorry, my mind blanked out right there when I started hearing the reboots of the classic slasher films because my mind tries to forget them.
but also here's another funny fact about Robert Englund. Robert England did 3 years at UCLA. He dropped out, but then he transferred to Oakland University in Michigan. He trained at the Meadowbrook Theater, which at the time was an official branch of the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art. Alright, everyone's kind of like racking their brains. What's this supposed to mean? That means, in all intents and purposes, Robert England was trained in the Shakespearean style of acting.
Nice.
Yes, he was.
That's kind of what I got from the sentence. Like, so classically trained?
Very classically trained. Plays by Shakespeare, George Bernard Shaw. Which, if anyone wants to know how distinguished the RADA is, the current president is Sir Kenneth Branagh.
Oh, well then.
Yep.
Nice. Black Widow, the first Avenger woman, better than Captain Lost Her Marbles.
Like I say, I'm kind of reticent about Captain Marvel because I'm not one way or the other. I'm just like, meh.
Yeah.
The one thing that I particularly, well, what was it? I streamed with Lord Nurgle yesterday, and somebody in the stream of corruption pointed out that Geeks and Gamers had done 69 videos pertaining to Brie Larson and Captain Marvel. And I'm like, dear frickin' Lord, could you find another hobby? Jesus.
Yes.
I'm waiting for. It's like, how many people are willing to listen to people rant and complain about Brie Larson, her shitty personality, her shitty disposition, or her shitty acting?
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be.
By the way,
you have a lot of free time on your hands. It's like, here's the thing. I was like, with Geeks and Gamers, I know that, basically it's his website, it's his job. He's supposed to report on stuff, but probably a good chunk of this is probably not even news. And I'm like, this is just tabloid gossip trash. Jesus
Probably.
Christ.
I mean, at least he ended on the magic number.
I'm
Waka waka waka.
My spider sense is tingling though.
Yeah.
It's telling me I feel a 70th video coming on.
Probably.
I'm not gonna confirm it, but Rabbit, you
So
saw
every
the tweet I made fun of earlier.
So everyone's just gonna basically feel like they got a finger up their ass whenever he does the 70th video.
Probably.
Okay.
Well, because let's see, Brie Larson was apparently showed pictures either on one of her social media accounts of her dressed up in a Jedi robe and fighting another woman dressed in a Jedi robe, and they were playing around. I don't know what that means exactly. Probably just.
It means that it was just having fun with Jedi costumes.
Yeah, but Brie looking as if she wishes she was anywhere else but there, but.
Well,
I don't
that's
know.
just
Every
sort of
time.
her facial expression,
I know. That's the part that looks. Just staring at her. It looks as if like there's a glazed look in her eyes. It's like, hello, honey, are you in there?
Oh, all right. And here's you something else too. Robert England accidentally, if you want to do 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon here with Robert England.
Oh, I've seen that.
But no. Oh, they have worked together, by the way. But anyhow, L.A. Confidential won the Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay. Made his directorial made his debut in script writing with Robert England's first directed movie, 976 Evil.
Well.
Yeah. But yeah, 976 Evil, by the way, that was out there.
Yeah. Speaking of out there, since we're talking about movies, let's all name one movie and that we believe is underrated purely because of how the critics are acting. I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
R.I.P.D. Rest in Peace Department.
Oh
Mostly
yeah.
because it's it's not an in-depth movie. It's just a simple, fun sort of Men in Black with ghosts. That's it.
Yeah.
Fair point. Underrated. I would say, oh, I don't know, probably at least the most current one I can think of is Venom.
Mm.
A lot of people gave it flack because it has no connection to Spider-Man and all this other nonsense. It's like, but the movie is a fun time. It's actually entertaining. I
Mm.
don't. It doesn't need Spider-Man for it to exist. That's the funny thing about it. It doesn't need Spider-Man to exist.
True.
Um, the funniest thing is that, or well, not the funniest thing, but one of the things that's interesting is, I mean, in the Ultimate comic books, the symbiote isn't even doesn't really need. It exists not because of Peter. It exists because Eddie and Peter's dad made the thing. So
Hmm.
it's not like Venom has been completely separated from Spider-Man in the sense of canonically he doesn't need to be. They don't need to be within arm's length to exist in two different universes.
Fair enough. And Jaime?
Let me think. Let me think. A good one that I'm thinking that people haven't, you know. I actually think right now, for all the cover up it had, thanks to the aforementioned movie that you're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Battle Alita Battle Angel is actually not the greatest movie. In fact, there are some parts where it kind of trips over itself, but it's a pretty good movie. A lot should have gotten a lot more attention than the critics gave it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I actually wanted to go see that one. I think, yeah, my brother went and saw that, and he said it was awesome. It's
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah.
I want to go and see it, but I didn't get a chance to. I mean, I'm probably gonna miss out on watching Detective Pikachu too, so, because right now the priority is to watch Godzilla King of the Monsters. That takes priority over Detective Pikachu. So,
Dun dun
Mm.
dun dun dun.
Yeah, the new Godzilla is definitely worth to see. I, I know that a lot of critics have been going, "Oh, this movie isn't good. This movie's bad." I'm thinking, why is it bad? Okay, let's see the reviews. Too much time focusing on kaiju fights, not enough time on the people. Sign
Have
me up.
you watched it?
that sounds like the movie I asked for.
It's like,
Yeah, I
have
mean,
you
I get
seen a
why
Godzilla
2014.
movie?
Yeah, I mean, I get why 2014's Godzilla movie focused on the people. It's because it was essentially rebooting for America, you know. And the
Yeah,
first Godzilla film was, about the people in Japan too. So
But yeah,
go that way
I
first, introduce, the situation, and then next one, go balls to the walls crazy with it.
yeah. The problem is that here's the thing. I recently rewatched that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I fell asleep partway through the
Yeah, it is
first and
very
second
quiet.
act.
It is
It's
very
dun dun.
quiet.
it's not that it's quiet. The problem is that the interesting characters are given very little to work with, or they're axed out of the film too early.
You're talking about Bryan Cranston?
Bryan Cranston and the guy the Japanese guy,
Oh, Ken Watanabe.
Oh,
Ken Watanabe. Those two characters are interesting.
yeah.
The son is not, and wife, or the son and his wife
Uh,
and his kid, they're not interesting,
nope.
and they take up a good majority of the film. They're not interesting to watch. They're going to put you to sleep, and the fact that they tease Godzilla more than once. The the part with him like coming into the bay and whatnot. Okay, I can understand that teaser scene. And then there's the part where they're actually starting to show a kaiju, and they immediately cut away from the kaiju. Why
Yeah.
would you
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah, that's one part that didn't make sense to me. That part right there. But I will say, a lot of people who said, "Oh, Godzilla didn't get as much screen time as he did in the first movie," they're actually wrong. In the first movie, Godzilla 1956, right? In the original Godzilla...
1965?
Oh, 965. I knew it was
Yeah.
one of them. But, yeah, in that movie, Godzilla actually had less screen time they did in Godzilla 2014.
Yeah. It makes sense because back then they were still learning how to make the suits and stuff and make them work. I don't hate 2014 Godzilla movie.
You just get bored by it now.
Well, that's like the second time I've actually watched it, and I accidentally fell asleep. I was just relaxing, and it put me to sleep. And until I woke up for the final kaiju fight, I was like, things are actually happening now.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, no one really goes through a Godzilla film, character interactions and whatnot. If you want to watch a tokusatsu based thing or live action people fighting in rubber suits and whatnot, and you want to see the human drama and human, go watch Kamen Rider, go watch Super Sentai, go watch Power Rangers or Ultraman. There, you have your human drama and your monster fights in the same place.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I do appreciate 2014 for putting, the human element in there, to try to give build up as to why Godzilla needs to be around. Is Godzilla a good guy, bad guy, force of nature, whatnot? But I'm just glad that the second one up here is just gonna be fight.
Yeah.
Fight.
Well, apparently not so much. From what I heard on Twitter, apparently there's about at least 45 minutes of the movie that's dedicated to the human actors. And that's still probably about roughly half of the movie's runtime. I don't know what that means exactly.
That's no different than Godzilla Final Wars then, so.
I mean, there has to be a human element because we have to relate to the destruction. And we have to have the perspective of looking on the ground and seeing the monsters destroying the city.
We also have to have a story.
Yeah, story, plot, things of that nature. But
now, when you say plot, do you mean plot or do you mean plot?
I don't know. What the frick?
Does he live?
Huh?
Oh God, he lives. He lives.
He's here and exceedingly late. What happened, Trey?
I fell asleep.
This is all your fault. We blame you. We thought that you died.
Everyone, he has come forth from the grave. He has risen. All hail the Tripmon. All hail. Oh, by the way, we're streaming right now.
We got bored.
Welcome to Roulette Productions, everybody, where random guests show up.
Yep.
It's a random encounter. A wild Tripmon showed up. What do you do?
What was the summoning spell?
Trip, how are you feeling now that you're awake?
Interesting. But I was asleep, and I apologize for that.
No, you're good.
It's all good, buddy. Now we've all had 1 week to do something like
Unfortunately, I may be doing something. I don't know. I need to check my schedule, but next week might be. Or at some point this month, a friend is going to be leaving on a cruise, and I'll be gone for like 2 weeks from home. So
a cruise.
I will probably not be available to do much of anything.
No, that's all right.
Well,
he probably tripped over his own feet.
Well, Jaime, since the Tripmon is alive, should we wrap up the stream and get to what we were planning?
I don't know. He might not be awake enough, and it's 3 in the morning.
True shit.
Yeah, but I had a nap.
Yep, and it's almost 1 o'clock for me, and I have to wake up at a decent hour to.
I feel like a dick now.
No, you're good.
It's not your fault. Well, not entirely.
And she is
Alright.
right.
It
Never light.
happens.
Marani is right. Never light the match in the smelly room. No.
If you smell something that smells like eggs in a room,
Don't
you
light
know
the
what?
match.
If your first instinct is to light a match,
You're an idiot.
go ahead and do it. Darwin needs to be proven right.
What the frick?
Hmm.
Wait.
I actually just didn't expect you all to still be here.
Well, we've been goofing off, faffing about.
We even had some. We had some memes with Goblin Slayer,
Yes.
Yandere Igor.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I see those.
Yep. I shared the Goblin Slayer memes.
Oh yeah, I found a whole bunch of Yandere girl memes, and people are strange.
Yes, they
Oh,
are.
and Rabbit sharing the Gijinka version of Godzilla.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the correct answer is why or yes.
I'm gonna go more with why.
I'm leaning more towards that as well, but it's a thing of.
Yeah. And we were also discussing the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, the Rocket Man movie, and William Shatner trying to sing Rocket Man.
And then finally, we talked about under. We all mentioned our one film that we think is underrated, and
Yeah.
oh, Trip, do you have a film that you think is under and
Yes. Maybe.
Is he awake enough to give us a
Oh
proper
no, I'm
answer?
awake enough. Trust me. When you wake up with a start, you wake right up going, Jesus Christ, what time is it?
All right. But no, all right. Let's recap the movies. I had Alita: Battle Angel. Nightwolf had Venom.
and I had R.I.P.D. Rest in Peace Department.
Which has Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah,
who is a national treasure at this point.
pretty much.
So you want to know if I have a movie that's underappreciated?
Yes,
Or
yes.
a bad movie that I enjoy?
Underappreciated by the critics. You know it's good. You have sense.
Tiny.
Hmm?
Tiny.
What's Tiny?
Titan AE.
Titan AE.
Titan AE.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was a pretty good one.
I don't think I saw that one.
You should.
Yeah,
I think I remember it, but I don't remember. I don't think I ever
It's
watched.
the one where Planet Bob is born.
Yes.
Isn't that the not Disney animation?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that did look really good.
Good one. A nice one to watch if you ever want to watch something interesting.
Yeah.
And there we go.
And you know what? Robin is right. Ryan Reynolds at this point could redo the National Treasure movies with a Deadpool spin.
You really could. You really could.
And everybody would flock to the theaters to watch it.
I know I would.
I'm not awake enough.
Yep.
What's another one? Oh, 1966 Batman movie. Yeah, that one was underrated.
I had fun watching that back in the
Someday you just can't get rid of a bomb.
day.
What's
Quick, Robin, give me the bat shark repellent.
we have that? Yes, we do.
Apparently so.
I'm freaking
Yeah,
Batman.
that's the thing that-
I have one of everything.
Oh,
Because apparently Batman runs into sharks in his profession.
sharks with frickin' laser beams.
Attached to their frickin' heads.
Oh, would you guys like to know? Everyone thinks that Hideo Kojima, that Hideo Kojima invented the "you have a consequence if you kill every bad guy in this game." You thought he came up with that concept? No.
No.
The ultimate savage was Aladdin on the Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
Where you got to
Yeah.
attend every person you killed in cold blood,
Oh gosh.
their funeral.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, Disney was trolling on the Genesis.
Yeah.
The only thing that I think about with Aladdin right now, the live action version to exist.
Okay. Also, since everyone was here to do it, Jaime, do you have your face claim?
Ah, shit.
Aha!
Oh.
Even when he is here, he is prepared.
I forget shit.
It's okay. We all live in that world.
That's good. We could always just use the PNG of the what was it, black belt?
Oh,
As
yeah.
Yeah, just use that as a placemaker or a place taker while he creates one.
Placeholder.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
All right, pick up
I
black belt.
English good.
Bap, bap, bap.
I English good.
Rabbit is trying to English right now.
English is not gooder.
Good. I English bad.
He's trying to English.
Doitashimashite.
Oh, my wo no shinderu.
Nani?
Ah!
Don't say that, Tillium. I don't want to die. Of course, granted, I probably won't see episode 9, and I'll pretend like the last 3 Star Wars films didn't exist. They're not canon in my mind.
Yeah, I'll probably see the final one just say, okay, let's wrap it up, and then I'm probably done.
After the disappointment that I had to suffer with The Last Jedi, no thank you. I will pass. You better give me a damn good reason to go and watch it.
So, we're going to
Fair
wrap this up now the gang is here, and also, there's yet another one, Rabbit. A clean and restore of the Thoroughgood shoes.
Nice.
Wow.
It's strangely satisfying seeing shoes being restored.
I just feel like an asshole.
It's
Don't.
Okay.
I fell
No.
asleep. I fell asleep last week, and then one of
Yeah,
us
I fell
fell asleep
asleep
the other
before
one
that.
before that. So yeah.
Everybody was asleep except for me and Trip, so.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, but yeah, Maranya with I am John. Sorry, we're not taking applications at this time. Mrs. Doubtfire. That's one of those movies that everyone should see.
Agreed.
I am Job.
I am Chop. All right. Good night, everyone. Will
Arrivederci.
beans and the zines.
Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Toodles.